All right, Dr. J, unusual. What do you have for us?
Let's start with energy, Scott. We've got Chevron, CVX. These are calls that expire this coming Friday. So you've just got these 4 days to trade it, Scott. They're buying the 138 and the 140 calls. And with oil down about 1%, this one's up almost 2%. Second one, Tech Resources. Here they're buying a longer term play, at least longer in my way of looking at it. The March 35 calls with the stock at about 33.75. They bought an awful lot of those calls very quickly, Scott. I joined both of these two stocks. I didn't have either one before.
Hey, Doc, I always like to try and do some, forensics, if you will, with you about deals. Frontier and Spirit. You seen any unusual ahead of that?
Yeah, it turns out on your air, I think it was you and Pete talked about SAVE, S-A-V-E, the Spirit symbol. Maybe it was the 13th or the 16th of January. They've continued to bet on the 25 calls, both January and then February and then March. March has the largest open interest, and those things made maybe 200 or 300%, Scott.
I also saw that, Doc, you bought Peloton calls. Now, we've got this chatter about interest in the company, at least potential interest, according to reports. Maybe Amazon, maybe Nike. Some people are talking Apple would be a good suitor. So you bought Peloton calls late last week because of unusual activity that you saw, I presume?
Exactly, Scott. I mean, what happened was on your show live, we saw that unusual put activity. And then our reporter, Lauren, put out a great story about how there was a rumor that Peloton was going to shut down a line for some period of time. That was put buying. Then late last week on Friday, big upside call buying in Peloton. Those calls have paid off huge because that was also the 25 strike, but the stock in the pre-market went to 32 plus. So those went $7 in the money. That was probably 300 or 400%. I'm still in some of these calls, Scott, hoping for a second bid, but I don't want to wear out my welcome.
Well, I was going to ask if you rolled up looking for a little more options action there. It sounds like you did a little bit, Doc. Don't get too
little bit.
Don't get too greedy, though.
Yes, sir.